cero. Por eso tú estás 101 en el top 100 y yo estoy primero. Ya no son raperos.
On the floor for the visiting.
You know, Doris, so often we hear great offense beats great defense. But how does that tend to play out when both teams are this prolific?
Yeah, to me, VA, the best teams usually can put together a couple of stomps in a row, generate some momentum, and go on a run of their own. And let's see what happens. These are two really good offensive teams, but which team can string together stops?
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Green out there with Gary Payton second. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Jackson. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot.
His contemporaries will say this. Klay Thompson's shooting stroke is as pure as it gets.
And he nails the third.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Curry. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, good D by Irving. Davis with it. Jackson in his pocket. Now Dinwiddie. Pass to Thompson. Back to Dinwiddie. Ooh, throw it down.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Here's Grimes. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Sinks it from distance.
The defense wants to collapse on Stephen Curry. It gives him a great opportunity to make a pass and have his teammate get a good look.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
They get it back. Davis. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. The three from Washington. The rebound by Jackson.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside Curry. Jackson with a screen on Irving. Jacks up a three. Curry's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to Dinwiddie from deep. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Here's Curry. Oh, and he nails it from the high post.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's the three. Another three for Dallas.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the inside. Shot from the mid-range. Grimes' shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor.
Second team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The three from Thompson. First shot won't go.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
From outside the arc, drills it from deep. Grimes has got his second basket of the game.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's Dinwiddie. Give him 8 points now. Outside Irving. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And it's always a great time to check on the power rankings. Things heating up here in March. You look at the Mavericks, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
I think for the Warriors, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they legit, but they could very well be the team to beat.
Heels checked in for Dinwiddie.
Well, doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
Pass to Davis. Stolen by Jackson. Outside, Green. And it's all from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Thompson passes to Davis. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. From the elbow, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Draymond Green has a knack for understanding where the ball will come off. He's got long arms, really nice job getting after it on the boards.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Exum's checked in, and Golden State also making a switch. Josh Giddey's checked in for Stephen Curry. Now here's Irving. No points so far. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. You know, when you think about Kyrie Irving's game, his ball handling is what still comes to mind first.
Yeah, you know, B.A., that and his killer instinct. Kyrie is one of the most creative players we've ever seen. A guy you can count on to come through in big moments.
Here's Exum. Sinks the tray.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Grimes has got 12 points in the game.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Well, you can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Stolen by Giddey. Inside, here's Payton. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Hardy, averaging around 5 points a game. Outside heel to end the run. It's rebounded by Golden State. Last time they met in San Francisco.
And they dug deep and somehow managed to access some extra energy for that double overtime win.
Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Joseph comes in for Hardy. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Jackson, the screen. Curry goes in. Banked it in off the glass. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Joseph. He's covered by Curry. Hield against Giddey. Hield passes to Marshall. 6 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Takes the 3. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Joseph passes to Marshall. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Warriors on top, up by 11. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Chris Boucher out there with Toppin. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Moody. And it's Curry in at point. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Mavericks trailing. Thompson passes to Hield. Yes! And a nice assist from Thompson. Hield's got his first basket.
Now, even with that shoot-first mindset, Klay Thompson willing and able to make a great pass.
And it's Giddey missing. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Thompson. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Boy, what a play by Obi Toppin, a guy who's going to improve every year. He's got tremendous work ethic.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Exum. The free throw is off from Toppin. And some were saying, with the rise of the three ball, everyone is playing the same. You feel there are enough different styles, Doris?
You know what, B.A., I know how much emphasis is placed on spreading the floor in the three-point shot. But here's what I believe ultimately. This game is as fun or perhaps more fun than it's ever been for me personally, and it has everything to do with the skill of the players. The shooting, the best it's ever been. The skill level, the highest it's ever been. So I love the game in its current standing.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, James Harden is not worried about his legacy. He said, quote, "I'm going to be remembered in basketball. I'm one of the people who changed the game. Honestly, the only thing I'm missing is a championship." But Brian, he is not stressing. He said, "The moment I stop having fun, I'll be done."
Yeah, marching to the beat of his own drum, Allie. Thank you.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And it's Hield missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Boucher a screen on Thompson. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Down low. It's stolen by Curry. The pull-up jumper. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Outside Hield. Can they get it? The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
If you've got a shooter like Hield on your team, any opportunity to deliver the basketball is a good talent.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Thompson gets a good look, and the 17-footer goes down. Thompson's got 5.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, "Thank you very much."
A different look for Dallas. Davis, he's checked in for Marshall. Exum comes in for Thompson, and Irving is subbed in for Hield. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson, he's checked in for Boucher. Green comes in for Toppin. Payton's checked in for Moody. And it's Grimes in for Curry. And it's time for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Draymond Green. Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, the injury looks pretty serious. And in this crucial time of the season, any injury can have a major impact on a team. We'll have to make some immediate adjustments, guys.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Irving, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14. You know, for my money, Josh Giddey is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he has superb vision in the open floor, B.A. Reads the angles and sees how plays develop with ease. His teammates have to be ready for a pass from Giddey at all times.
For 3, Dinwiddie connects from downtown. 11 points in the game.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Well, it's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson comes in for Exum. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Thursday, They kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the Utah matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
And it's Giddey missing.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. The Warriors, second. Number 5, the Mavericks.
And I love the way both teams are shooting the three ball. They're shooting it with conviction, and it shows up in the numbers.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
And Dinwiddie, here we go. Washington, left side. Pass to Davis. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Golden State.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. To halt the run. And finished off by Davis.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Curry's shot is off. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Davis, the pass to Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
Here's Dinwiddie. He takes it in, and it's in there. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead. They're up by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody. Let's jump right in with a look at the players of the week. Looking at the Eastern Conference, Cade Cunningham.
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
He is definitely the leader they need him to be, and the production speaks. And now let's take a look at our featured game. No surprise, Steph Curry was in fine form during that first half.
Man, it almost doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm talking about, Ernie?
Yeah.
Steph just getting better? How can a guy get better as he gets older? Man, it goes a long way to his work ethic.
Yeah, his pregame is some people's game. And you know what we like to say? He makes it look Steph-effortless. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
We've got Washington. He's out there with Klay Thompson. Davis out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Of course, one big advantage for Quentin Grimes. He is strong.
BA, we are talking about 6'5", 210 pounds of elite athleticism. There's power on the defensive end, and on the offensive end, this guy is a tremendous knockdown shooter. A wealth of potential with Quentin Grimes.
Thompson passes to Irving. Washington a screen. And it's Irving missing. To the right side. Green for 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Washington. Knocks down the long J.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Dinwiddie. Curry gets the bucket. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Dinwiddie with a screen on Green. The three from Washington. The rebound by Payton.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Washington. Over Washington. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Davis finds Irving. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And the Warriors call time here. And it's Green with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. They've led by as many as 14. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip.
I think it's time to put multiple bodies on them.
At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry.
That one misses for Curry.
Boy, when you think about Stephen Curry, his style, his shooting, all the abilities have influenced the way we think about the game of basketball. Incredible.
Here's Grimes, defended by Thompson. They get it again, and he can't get that one.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And finished off by Davis.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
Curry on the drive. Drilled from 11 feet out. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
The ball's knocked loose. Payton with a steal. Jackson on the wing. Outside Curry. Outside Green. Over Washington. And it's Green missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Dinwiddie finds Irving. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, debating the best players ever, there are different criteria. The Hall of Famer Dr. J said, quote, I think ultimately you have to have that crowning moment where you're a champion, and it's difficult. Sometimes it takes experiencing the loss and figuring it out before you can be successful. It's nothing you can assume or take for granted.
He got his at 83. Thanks, Allie.
Ideally, you're trying not to send Stephen Curry to the line, but this guy creates those situations with his instinct and his ability.
Fields checked in for the Mavericks. Curry against Irving. Curry with a steal on the break. Here's Payton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Davis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Curry splashes it in.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Davis. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
And the Warriors make some changes. Toppin comes in for Jackson, and it's Josh Giddey in for Curry. The Warriors leading.
Josh Giddey.
1:33 left in the third quarter, and it's Giddey missing. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. And for Buddy Hield, he became the second fastest player in NBA history to hit 1,500 three-pointers, Doris.
And consider, B.A., only Stephen Curry did it faster. Hield is one of the top three-point shooters in the league. He's got both the volume and the efficiency to prove it.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Warriors lead by 8.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And now a quick check of the leaderboard. You know, there are certain point guards in this league who play big. Here are the best rebounders among them since the All-Star break. Josh Giddey is second.
Yeah, you know, there's really a science to it all. It's about reading shot trajectories and getting the right positioning as well. And so far, they're doing it better than most.
No, exactly. These guys will scrap. The majority of point guards in the league make their living strictly on the perimeter, but not these guys. They're just as comfortable down low as they are outside.
Here's Grimes. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 7 tonight.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Outside heel. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
Giddey with it. Irving picks him up. Giddey passes to Payton. Back to Giddey. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Irving for 3. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. Lively's got 8 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Giddey. Good on the bucket.
Well, the handles have never been in doubt, Josh Giddey. That is pretty.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Warriors on top. They're up 7. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Chris Boucher. Moody is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Curry in it to one spot. And stolen by Boucher. From deep, Giddey. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Here's Dinwiddie, plenty of space. Here's Lively. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass. Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Boucher. Now here's Hield. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Davis. Another shot. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Moody misses.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Davis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Curry passes to Toppin. Here's Giddey. Fires for 3. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's Davis penetrating. Tries again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Isaiah Jackson.
Right there, you see one of the many ways AD can beat you with his craft.
And the Warriors make some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Toppin. Payton comes in for Moody. And it's Grimes in for Giddey. Green with a screen on Dinwiddie. Curry passes to Green. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, he does a lot of his work on the interior, more than people realize. Klay Thompson gets those calls because of his willingness to put himself in tough spots.
And the Mavericks making a change here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Irving. The offensive rebound. The kick out. Curry takes a three. Lively grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, the hard-charging approach of Klay Thompson paying dividends with the foul call. Hey, they like to see that kind of aggressiveness.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Golden State. 6-point lead. Curry. Davis with the defensive effort. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. And Washington powers it through.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Curry. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Curry's got 36 points. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. Curry's got 38 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
To the paint. Here's Davis. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up. And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Yeah, not much phases Kyrie Irving. I mean, I love him in this clutch spot.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
And it's the Mavericks ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he stays with it. Curry against Irving. 5 to shoot. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Irving with a deep 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Green, a screen. Curry, no good. On the wing, Irving. Green covering. And Washington powers it through.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Grimes. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So he gets them both. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line and a very tight game.
To the inside. Dinwiddie outside. It's stolen by Curry. To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors.
I think you simply have to admire the way Stephen Curry distributes the basketball. His vision, his court awareness is simply insane.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Washington outside. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And Davis slams it home.
Oh, man, he plays with a relentless motor. In clutch time, too. Davis always wants the ball in his hand. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. They're losing by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Pass to Davis. Outside Irving. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jackson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
The second one drops. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Stephen, plenty of momentum swings in this game. What made the difference in the end?
Because everybody was on. Defensively, it was a tough night on both sides, just trying to contain and fire around and try to contest shots. But at the end of the day, we made a couple more plays, kept our composure on the stretch, and got the win.
It's a beautiful thing when shots are falling. Thanks, Stephen.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. Now it's time for the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.